Chapter 9. Depository System. Question 7. Answer the following. 8 marks each. 1. What is depository system, and explain its advantages? Answer. The system under which shares are held, transferred, and settled in electronic form is known as depository system. The depository system maintains accounts of the shareholders. Under this system, physical transfer of securities is avoided, and transactions like transfer, collection of dividend, issue of bonus shares, etc., take place through the electronic media. Hence, this system is also called as scripless trading system. Advantages of depository system. A. To the investors. 1. Elimination of risk. Dealing in physical certificates is associated with various risks, like delays, loss, theft, mutilation, bad deliveries, etc. These risks are totally eliminated under the depository system. 2. Safety. Depository system is the most safe and secure system of holding securities, as the securities are held in electronic mode. The entire system functions as per the provisions of the Depository Act 1996. Further, it is also closely monitored by SEBI. An investor can give instructions to the DP to keep his demat account in a lock or freeze mode, thereby avoiding unexpected debit or credit of securities to his or her demat account. 3. Easy transfer of shares. Depository system enables easy transfer of shares on account of the following. A. Efforts involved in physical mode, like filling transfer forms and lodging the documents with the company, are eliminated. B. Physical transfer of shares involves payment of stamp duty to the government, which is not applicable in case of depository system. C. Depository system reduces the processing time in transfer of securities. Thus, securities and cash are not held up unnecessarily for long time. 4. Updates and intimation. DP provides up-to-date information to the investor regarding the status of the holdings and transactions in securities. Depository also occasionally intimates the investor about the same. 5. Security against loan. Banks and financial institutions usually prefer to give loans against the security of dematerialized securities. 6. No concept of lots. The system of marketable lot, of odd and even number of securities, prevalent in physical mode, stands abolished in depository system. The market lot, for dematerialized securities, is 1 share. 7. Nomination facility. Under depository system, individual investors can avail the nomination facility. This simplifies the process of transmission of securities in the event of the death of the individual investor. 8. Automatic credit. In case the company initiates any changes impacting the securities, the account of investor is automatically credited or debited. This is called corporate action. Examples of corporate action are issue of bonus shares, offering of right shares, payment of dividend, early redemption of debentures, mergers and acquisitions, etc. B. To the companies. 1. Up-to-date information. The depository provides up-to-date information of the investors to the company at regular intervals. 2. Reduction in costs and efforts. After the introduction of depository system, the companies are able to save costs, efforts, and time involved in printing and distribution of physical certificates, in case of new issues, bonus issues, transfer of securities, etc. 3. Better investor-company relationships. In physical mode, there were complaints regarding loss of certificates, differences in signatures, long time involved in executing requests, etc. These complaints have been substantially reduced in depository system, leading to better investor-company relationship. This has also increased the goodwill of the company. 4. International investment. Foreign investors get attracted for investments in India on account of better and quicker services provided by the depository. This has substantially increased the inflow of foreign capital. 2. Explain the constituents of depository system. Answer. The system under which shares are held, transferred, and settled in electronic form is known as depository system. The depository system maintains accounts of the shareholders. Following are the constituents of depository system. 1. The depository. Depository is an organization similar to the central bank, which holds securities in electronic or dematerialized form at the request of the investors. Securities in depository accounts are similar to funds in bank accounts. Depository helps an investor to buy or sell securities in a paperless manner. It provides different services related to different transactions in such securities. Depository works as a link between the listed companies which issue securities and investors. Depository is responsible for safekeeping of securities of investors. However, investors cannot have direct access to depository. There are two depositories in India, namely NSDL and CDSL. The SEBI is responsible for the registration, regulation, and inspection of the depository. 2. Depository participant, DP. A DP can be a bank, financial institution, approved foreign banks, custodians, brokerage house, clearing corporation, non-banking financial company, NBFC, registrar to an issue, or share transfer agent. A DP must be registered under the SEBI Act 1992. After registration, it enjoys rights and obligations as given in SEBI, Depository and Participants, Regulations 1996. Every DP has a unique number for identification. It is an intermediary appointed by depository and acts as an agent of the depository. DP acts as a link between the depository and the investor. It also acts as a trade facilitator for investors. It functions like a securities bank and directly deals with customers. It sends them statement of account at periodic intervals. It converts paper shares into demat accounts. The DP maintains account of securities of each investor. It credits securities in the demat accounts of investors in case of rights issue, bonus issues, etc., by issuer companies. It also handles immediate transfer of payouts like dividend, interest, etc. It settles the trade in securities electronically. 3. The beneficial owner, BO. When the physical shares are converted into electronic form, the depository becomes registered owner in the books of the company. However, all benefits are given to the actual investor, who is called as beneficial owner, BO, of the securities. Thus, BO is entitled to all rights and benefits, and is also subject to all liabilities with respect to his securities held by depository. BO is required to open a demat account with the DP for holding of securities in electronic mode, for which BO has to pay charges to the DP. Therefore, BO can also be called as client of depository and DP. BO is given a unique account number, known as client ID, in which securities are held in electronic form. 4. The issuer company. Issuer company means any entity, such as corporate, state, or central government organizations, issuing securities, which can be held in depository, in electronic form. The issuer company must be registered with the depository.